two-storied, smelly convict. Ugh. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite so ugly since I last slapped eyes on Wurzel Gummidge. Oh, what's this? Bullies, jailed for abduction, manslaughter, trade slaving, and theft.
I never done that theft. That were the cook, the lousy lump of lard.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry, miss. I've been locked up in here so long on exhibit, I lost touch with the finer ways of gentlefolks. They treats me like scum in here.
Scum is what you is.
You can say that, but how many convicts does you know who has a hoard of gold bullion waiting for him when they gets out?
Did you say gold?
Bars. 400 of them, size of a loaf of bread. I acquired them from the captain of a Dutch brigantine in high seas off the coast of Borneo. Most unwilling he was to part with them until I put me cutlass to his throat.
And where might these gold bars be now?
I buried them on a small island just off the coast of a... Why should I tell you that?
Well, I was thinking, seeing as how you're currently indisposed, I could go and dig them up and bring them back to you.
Take me for a young brass bounder has still got seeds in his hair? No, if there's any gold to be got, I'll do the getting. I've got a much better suggestion for you, ma'am. Why don't you get yourself up on that chair and fetch me down the key ring from the top of yonder cabinet, and I, for my part, will consider cutting you in on half shares when I gets these shackles off me feet.
Off shares?
200 bright, shiny gold bars. You'll be able to live like a queen.
Come along, Mom. You're as slow as a sand barge in a car.
Coming as fast as I can.
As fast as you can ain't fast enough. I've got important business.
My pretty shoes. They're not used to hobbling over rough pathways.
Well, take them off.
Oh, take them off? If I took them off, I'd be in my bare feet, sis. Never go round in bare feet on account it chips the paint on my toes. Besides, they're ladylike.
I've had enough of your airs and graces for one day. I intend to get out to that island before the sun is over the Yarda. So come along, my gal.
Let go, you rough-whiskered pirate! I'm not a sack of potatoes! There's nothing here except horrible sand.
But you're only 4 foot down. You've still got another 2 foot to go.
You come and dig then. It ain't gentlemanly to let a lady do all the work.
Oh, I'd like to. I really would, man, but my back. See, I've been forbidden all this bending and heaving. Wait a minute. I just remembered. It wasn't 12 paces towards the army barracks. It was 20 paces towards Point Jerningham over there.
You've had me working like a sweat hog, digging away at this beastly all for nothing. Oh, you wax-headed idiot!
Here it is. The gold is right here. I'd stake me life on it.
Oh, yes! And I suppose you expect me to dig another of your horrible holes? Well, I am not having it. I wasn't sprung up to be a navy. Look, my delicate lily white hands. They're all covered in blisters. Oh, and my pretty dress is all wrinkly.
Shut up, you sniveling. Get your shovel and get over here. How do you expect to find the gold if you won't get your hands dirty?
You get your own hands dirty. I'm not going to do any spade work for you, and that is final.
You will do what I say, you brazen young hussy.
Brazen hussy? I've never been so insulted in my entire life. Well, if I'm an hussy, you're nothing more than a great stinking piece of hamburger grease.
Ambergris, eh? Ambergris, is I? Right, we'll see who's the ambergris, my gal. Ha!
Now look here, chubby chops. What have you done with my Aunt Sally?
Your Aunt Sally? What do you mean, your Aunt Sally? I ain't yours and have no intention of being yours. Thank you very much, Wurzel Gummidge.
Yes. Well, don't you worry your pretty little head about nothing no more, Aunt Sally, because I'll have you rescued off this here island quicker than a duck can shake his what's-it.
You'll do no such thing, bully.
Yes, ma'am.
Take him to the pit.
You heard the lady. Come on, get moving. So, it's mutiny, is it?
Call it what you like, but I ain't shoveling no more sand for nobody.
What did you say, Wurzel Gummidge?
Same goes for you too, Aunt Sally. If you want any more holes dug, you can dig them yourself.
Digging myself. Digging myself. The cheek of the working classes.
There's only one thing for it, ma'am. When he has a mutiny, he has to sort out the ringleader and make an example of him. Now, if you don't get back to work in 3 seconds, I'm gonna spread your brains all over this beach.
We ain't got no brains.
She's right there, Mr. Bully. There ain't nothing up here but Bodie old turnip.
1, 2.
I found something.
Found something? Bless my soul. 45 bottles of vintage Hockanui.
What's Hockanui?
High-grade whiskey, lass. Brewed in the Hockanui Hills by me old mate Dougal MacDonald.
Never mind about that. What about the gold?
Well, that's an interesting question, ma'am. It seems to me that this here trunk, which was meant to be sent to auction, has got muddled up with my trunk containing the gold bullion. And I have buried the wrong one.
Buried the wrong one.
Well, I think so, ma'am. It's no other explanation for it.
You mean you have dragged me all this way, making me slave in the hot sun, all for the sake of a few bottles of plunk?
Here, Aunt Sally, it were us what done this slaving, not you.
Shut up! You pea-brained pirate! You're more stupider than what he is, and I didn't think that was possible!
Cheer up, ma'am. Might not be gold.
Aunt Sally, wherefore is you treading on my stomach?
I am treading on you, Wurzel Gummidge, because you are littering up a nice clean field. And what is more, them horrible snores what you're making is frightening the sheep so much their wool's gonna drop off. Well, now that you've got to your nice clod-hopping feet, you may, if you so desire, accompany me into the town where the 2 little titty humans have invited me to the Kangaroo Cafe for a cup of tea and slices of cake because one of the titty humans' mums had a lot left over which she couldn't sell and she said we could have them. So, on your way, you great smelly A-bag. Oh, you smell disgusting. Where have you been?
I've been lying in a smelly cowpat, Aunt Sally, and a bit of it stuck to me. But don't worry, it'll come off.
Sweet. Just in case it don't, you walk half a dozen paces behind me so that I don't get the stink.
Yes, Aunt Sally. Anything you say, Aunt Sally.
Get back!
I couldn't leave it on the plate all alone, could I?
Oh, you stole it! You stole their cake! You're nothing more than a common criminal. Give us it.
Mr. Crumb and Aunt Sally pinched me cake.
Mother?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Talk about the pot calling the kettle. Come on, give it back.
No!
If you don't,
No, what?
I'm going to assault. A big head. Come on, give it back, Aunt
No!
Sally.
Shut up, you two. You wake up the whole neighborhood. Now come along.
Oh, then you are to be congratulated, madame. Pure genius. I hope that you will do me the honor of selling them to me. How much do you want?
A lot.
A lot? What do you mean, a lot?
Well, seeing as how you paid $25,000 for that awful mess Seamus McCracker made with me as a mogul, that lot over there, which are much better, going to cost you $100. I can't do better than that.
Oh, not only an artist, but a businesswoman as well. Is there no end to your talents? Now tell me, what are they all called, eh? That one, for instance.
Well, I haven't got a name for that one yet. I'll have to think of something. Something common.
What about him?
The Crying Cavalier. That's because he's not very happy.
Oh, no. Nor would I be if I were hung upside down.
Oh, he ain't hung upside down. He's upside down because he's down under, like what we are.
Oh, by Jove. But we shall have to set up a big, important show for these. And you look at Old Masters by
Lady Aunt Sally, R.A.
Oh.
Oh, look at that poor starving artist in the pouring rain. I can't pass him by without showing him my generous nature. Excuse me. Here you are, you poor old thing.
Fourpence? That wouldn't even buy a sausage.
We are so pleased to have you dining with us tonight, Lady Aunt Sally. And you too, of course, Mr. de Solomon. Your table is ready. Our speciality is roast pheasant.
It was very generous of you, Lady Aunt Sally, to spare a thought for that wretched human derelict down there.
Well, we can't all have the talent like what I've got. Mind you, if you don't hurry up, you'll not only have no talent, but no pictures either.
I say cover him up. It ain't fair. Aunt Sally's pinched me pictures and got paid tons and tons of money for them. All I've got's nothing. Nothing.
Excuse me? My man, I want to talk to you. Come here, quick.
What do you want? I ain't sure I want to talk to you.
But you've got to talk to me, Worsley, because I've got a teeny-weeny problem. It's a bit of an embarrassment, really.
Your problem has got nothing whatsoever to do with me, Aunt Sally.
But it has. It has, Worsley, dearest. You see, my exhibition was such a huge success that they've given me a contract to paint a dozen more. Bags and bags of money.
Well, that ain't fair. It was me what painted the paintings, not you.
Of course. You know that. I know that, but they don't know that, do they?
Is anything the matter, Lady Aunt Sally?
Oh, not at all. I was just thinking we should take pity on this poor, harmless artist what's down on his luck.
Oh, you've got a warm heart as big as a horse. Bring him in if you must.
Half the money.
Yeah, but it's got to be a proper half this time, not one of your usual halves.
Of course. It won't be long. Just in time for a crust of bread and a saucer of tea.
And not only a crust of bread, I want a peasant, old one, with bags and bags of gravy.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, and mashed potatoes.
Yes.
And Brussels sprouts. Yes, and Yorkshire pudding, Aunt Sally. Yorkshire pudding with treacle and orange tambourines and trifle with lashings and lashings of cream and cake. You mustn't forget the cake. I did do. Where's the table?